Hey, give me the chip, I need the championship. Wait, we got a drink next to the team, yeah, we can handle it. Wait, soon as I go and I step in arenas, they call me the champ. They know what it is, know what I do, know who I am, who don't understand. Yeah, that's overdue. My trophy say that's overdue. My rings should be immortalized. Yeah, they know it's true. They couldn't walk a mile to even fit into my shoes. Still, I got a lot to prove, but for all that we've been through, this overdue. This the anthem. Pull up and you know the team is strong. This your anthem. All my underdogs.
Welcome back to another episode of Fantasy Football, an Underdog Story. My team and I are coming off a bye week and are ready for another recap. So let's drop ahead and spear this video like Mike Allstott in his prime.
Look, Allstott once again into the secondary.
In the first matchup, we had back-to-back high score of the week. Steel City defeated Yo-Yo Ma by almost 50 points. That win improves them to 4-1, and Yo-Yo Ma's win streak ends at 2 games. And in the second matchup, we had In the Wool with this highest scoring game of the year, improving to 2-3 with a win over Scotsman's Prime, who drops to 1-4. Justin has come alive.
It's alive.
In the last 2 weeks, and actually sits in the final playoff spot if the season were to end today. Keith, on the other hand, is happy it does not end today, as he needs to turn it around in week 6 before it's too late. The third matchup, we had Charlie Brown defeat Fletcher Cox by 20 points. That improves him to 2-3, while Fletcher Cox, normally a powerhouse in the Global Gym division, has lost 4 of his first 5 games. In the fourth matchup, we had David vs. Goliath, except it was James vs. Tyler, the number 10 seed versus the number 1 seed. James pulls off the biggest upset of the year with a 20-point victory, handing, remember the Raiders, his first loss of the season. And in the final matchup, we had Chase Jones improve to 4-1 with 54 points of help from Emeka Egbuka and Rashad White. It's safe to say he's a Buccaneer fan moving forward. On the other side of the coin, we had the dark horse scoring his most points all season with the wrong result. He drops to 3-2 and has a big game in week 6. And now for the week 5 power rankings. At the number 1 spot, we have Steel City. Right behind him, the other division leader, we have Chase Jones. Then very closely behind that, we have Remember the Raiders, and we have the dark horse. Then it's just kind of a fucking mix-up. We got Charlie Brown, In the Wool, Yo-Yo Ma, and James Jones all tied at 2-3. And then we got Scotsman's Prime and Fletcher Cox at 9-10 with the record of 1-4. A couple of those guys got to turn it around, but they're only 1 game out of the playoffs. It's still anyone's game. Next up, we have Miley Football with the random fact of the week. Miley?
Mary Football here. How you doing? I'm here to tell you about another team of the week. This franchise was founded in 1959 as the Boston Patriots, later becoming the New England Patriots in 1971. They're one of the most hated teams because they had the GOAT, the greatest of all time, the quarterback, Tom Brady, leading them to 6 Super Bowls, the most in NFL history, tied with the Steelers, of course. This past week, they faced the Buffalo Bills in Orchard Park, where they beat them at the last second, thanks to their new young quarterback, Drake May. Let's see how the rest of the season goes. It's not easy living the life of a showgirl.
The matchup of the week is Remember the Raiders versus the Dark Horse. They're the number 3 and the number 4 seeds, and they're battling it out after they both lost in week 5. One of them will bounce back with a win this week, and the other will continue their losing streak, going straight down the shitter. And that concludes week 5 recap. Week 6 kicks off tonight with Thursday Night Football. The Eagles are making the short trip to MetLife Stadium to take on the Giants. As always, we appreciate you watching, and now go lock in your lineups for tonight's game.